What is up? Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. All right. Breaking news. Mike Tomlin has stepped down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. You want to talk about that? What in the world? Now, what do the Pittsburgh Steelers do? Looking for a new head coach. We get John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin to switch spots. My goodness. All right, let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the chat in regards to Mike Tomlin, in regards to where the Steelers go, where the Ravens go. Hell of a run for Tomlin. Absolutely. It has been, man. Now, the interesting part is, what does he do next? Well, afternoon crew, do small things with great love. Absolutely. Yeah. What does Tomlin do next? Because he stepped down. Didn't say he retired, said he stepped down. Now what? Well, I don't know, but I'll tell you this. Mike Tomlin, I'd like to introduce you to a city I call Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Titans. If you'd like to move down here. Yeah, Matty Boy says, sounds like a year off. Yeah, that would make sense. Right? Like if you're Mike Tomlin, you got to take a year off, right? You don't just jump back into it. Steelers are without a doubt the number one job open. So did Tomlin say that? He said he's taking a year off. Is that what he said? Yeah, I'm coming into this like breaking news, right? So yeah, I haven't seen any of the updates, but yeah, I mean it would make sense, right? Definitely take a year off, take some time, man. Pat, good afternoon, AB. Good afternoon, Pat. It's good to see you, buddy. Japan, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing great. All right, let's jump into it. So 2 picks for me. And we're going to talk about this. I want Louisville tonight against Virginia. I want it. And Wemby over 2.5 assists. That's right. Usually we look at De'Aaron Fox, which is at 5.5 and is attainable. We look at Stephon Castle at 5.5, but it's juiced to like minus 140. I'm going to try to outsmart it tonight. I'm going to go a little X's and O's on it. I want Wemby with the assists. I think Wemby is going to be getting some defensive looks tonight. And he might be doing those small little dish offs. Yeah, I could be dumb here, but I'm going to try to outsmart it. Wemby averages 3 a game. So we're playing with fire here, but going up against OKC, yeah, I could see it. All right, so those are the 2. Now, let's walk through it because I need to hear what you all have. You might pique my interest, right? Let's walk about it. Let's talk about it. Indiana, Michigan State. Bad moved. 7.5, 144.5. What are you doing? Anybody rolling Michigan State with the 7? Virginia, Louisville. Who's ready for it? Y'all ready to get down? I want that Louisville 3.5. Bruce said, what's the locks? What do y'all got? I'm on Wemby over 2.5 assists, and I'm on Louisville minus 3.5. Louisville's got to bring it tonight. Whale says, Izzo going to go wild on Indiana. Could be. That's a big number. Indiana's a good basketball team. But, Pat, I would take the under at Michigan State. The total in the game, yeah. I could definitely see that. God, who do the Steelers hire now? Any Steeler fan out here? Who do you want? Boston College and Clemson, we talked about it. Not a whole lot you could do. Unless you're really feeling that 16. Well, good spot for Louisville. I agree. I think it's a good spot at home up against a team ranked higher than you. I expect full Pat Kelsey mode tonight. Gotta bring it. Japan, Jaden McDaniel over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Zach, Maction tonight. Kent State at Buffalo will be a good game. Yeah. It will be a good game. Jermaine, yo, what up, gang? What's up, man? How we doing? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. So, again, it's a very utilitarian program here at Driving the Line. We work through it together, right? Anybody get down on this A&M and Tennessee game? What do you think? Tennessee, 10.5. We're on Tennessee on the money line, but 10.5. Look, you're getting Tennessee on the bounce back. Got beat up against Florida. I don't know about that, though. Texas A&M's a good basketball team. That's a little disrespectful of a spread. UConn. All right, this number's ticked up. It's still going. We jumped on it 5.5. Yeah. I'm feeling UConn tonight. Well, Rick Barnes puts the clamps down on the wins by 15. You think so? I mean, I don't disagree with it, right? Like Rick Barnes is that dude. I love Rick Barnes. And this is the spot. If there ever going to be a time at home on the bounce back, see you on the comeback, homie. Yeah. Slick Rick going Alabama team total over 89.5. Yeah. I feel you there. West Virginia and Houston. Houston 13.5 point favorites. I mean, again. Do your thing there. Big Pat said, here's my parlay for tonight. Suns money line, Villanova money line, UConn money line, Houston money line, and Nebraska money line. What's that payout? I like that. Peyton Watson over 26.5 points of rebounds. Tennessee coming off that loss. Yeah. You're definitely going to get Tennessee tonight, but we'll see on that 10.5. Iowa State, Kansas. We're on Iowa State here on the money line. That number hadn't really moved. Oregon, Nebraska, 10.5 point favorites. We have Nebraska on the money line. You feeling it with 10.5? Who's getting down here? Pat said plus 776. There we go. Alabama, Mississippi State. All right, we're on Alabama on the money line. Look, that Bama minus 4.5. Check the injury reports. Check them here for Alabama. At 4.5 is tempting, though, isn't it? Isn't it? We've got, again, Alabama money line, but that 4.5 sitting there. Florida, Oklahoma. Florida coming off big win against Tennessee. Well, another one where Bama just runs wild, I think. Yeah. Rick, Utah 60-minute line plus 105. All right, there we go. Zach, Bama should run away with this game. I think so. That 4.5 is so tempting. Look at the total, too. Yeah, you like the over in Florida? 157.5? I feel you there. All right, let's talk about the NBA. Suns in the Heat. All right, if you got props, drop them in. Bulls and the Rockets. I swear, Houston Cougars, Houston Rockets, it's like the same team. The same spreads like every game. This total's ticking up, though. Look at the Wolves and the Bucks. Anybody going to try and steal one with Minnesota plus 2.5? Anybody doing it? Here you go. Here's your chance. Nuggets and the Pelicans. Yeah. Well, no Ant or Rudy Gobert. Gonna be a little tough. I'll be at this Rocket game. Amen Thompson over 27.5 points and rebounds. Luke Cornett over 5.5 rebounds, averaging 6.9 rebounds, hit in 5 of his last 5, and 16 the last 20. Jared, thank you, man. How you doing, bro? You doing all right? Rick, OKC Spurs is the game tonight in the NBA. Yeah, it is. All right, let's break it down. Okay. Spurs at the Thunder. Thunder, 8.5-point favorites. Total 229.5. Okay, so I'm on Wemby, assists over 2.5. I'm trying to outsmart the books, for real. I might be outsmarting myself, which is not difficult to do, believe it or not. I just called myself an idiot. But I believe that the Spurs are going to be doing a little bit of catch-up mode tonight. Not much, but it's going to be a game. And I think that OKC down in the paint might try to deploy some bodies, so to say. Get those quick little dump-offs from Wemby. I think we can get there. We only need 3. He averages 3 a game, so we're on the risk, that risk line right there. But I like Fox rebounds. Yep. Also on J-Dub under 17.5. Yeah. Is anybody just going Wemby points? SGA points. Pat, soccer live bet. Newcastle, Man City over 2.5 minus 125. Nice add to any dance partner for the parlays. I agree with that. What else we have? We got all kinds of these are old. I'm just looking through the slides. All right, sorry. Let me not do that. Let me pull the picks back up here again. We can get out of here. Yeah, I know that it's been a lot of sports over the last 4 days. So I want to give you a minute to rebound from all that. Here we go. All right. Louisville minus 3.5, minus 115. Victor Wembanyama. I didn't pronounce that correctly, but over 2.5 assists, minus 115. We'll call him Wemby. Nashville money line. There we go. Tampa Bay. All right. Go. Find something to parlay OKC money line with. What could we do that? Hold on. All right, we want to find something to parlay with OKC, right? Hang tight. You're going to stare at the screen of me staring at the screen in these games. But let me just, I'm putting together some parlays. 1 second. Based off of that, I like the way you think. So. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, okay. OKC. So find something to parlay OKC money line with. All right. So we got a minus 340. So a minus 150 paired with OKC gets us to plus 115, right? So just roughly that range. Is there anything minus 150? I mean, You could, again, Louisville money line is out there. We're really too leveraged on them. You could do Thunder money line, UConn money line. Nebraska money line at plus 100, but that's 3. Sorry, I know that this is wonderful television right here of just doing math on my own. But yeah, essentially we want to find like a minus 150. Again, a Louisville. Now, I'm not saying Louisville because the moment that I say that, they don't win, but you get what I'm saying. Villanova money line. Okay, there we go. Lightning money line. There we go. Yeah, so if anybody does want to get an Oklahoma City Thunder money line in there, yeah, you want to look around that minus 150. If you're looking to get, like plus 115. So, okay. All right, perfect. All right, we'll bounce out of here again. Only 20-minute show. I didn't want to keep you guys too terribly long. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. Until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!